I never know how to start these videos off. But I landed in Philly like 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. So super excited to be home from Chicago, Chi-Town, or for the 120 conference. As you can see, I'm wearing the gear, UOU. And we got the book, and I got it signed by Carl. He's a part of the ET team. But super excited. It was a super dope conference. Learned a lot about just mindset shifts. What really stood out to me was, you know, they had a Q&A session, and they were talking about just being relatable to people. And ET had asked how many people in the audience has had a father that wasn't fully involved in their lives, that was absent in their lives growing up. And I don't even know, I looked around the room and almost everybody had their hand up. Almost everybody. And mind you, this is an audience, like hundreds of people. Then he asked, how many of you, what's the question? I have it in my head. Can't pose it. How many of you the question was, whose mother was a teen mom? And legit, most of the people raised their hand. And it's sad because that should not be the case. Like, that shouldn't have happened. That people shouldn't, you know what I mean? The percentage of people that raised their hand to an absent father and to, you know, having, who was born to a teenage mom was out, like, just the percentages, like, super high. I want to say, like, probably 95% of the room, 90% of the room were born under these circumstances and developed under these circumstances. But yet, we're trying to get to higher levels. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with persevering. There's nothing wrong with being resilient and trying to overcome. But when you have so many things that are stacked against you, it just makes it that much harder to climb, to reach your goals, because you're learning as you go. You're learning from mistakes. Whereas sometimes, you know, if you have a mentor, if you have people in your circle, in your family who have gone through the process already, they can steer you in the right direction, as opposed to you having to take different paths in order to find your destination. Now, something that really stood out to me too was, like, enjoy the path, the process, enjoy those failures, enjoy those challenges, because that is going to make you stronger, and that is going to lead you in, you know, that's going to lead you to where you want to go. But it's like, eventually you'll get there, and sometimes you have to just be patient and enjoy the process. So super, super hype, super dope conference. I'm so grateful for the ET team for putting that together, for, you know, sharing so much of themselves with us, for being transparent. I'm excited to take it back into the classroom, and excited to take it back to, you know, anyone that wants to listen and hear and learn and grow. One last thing that I'm super excited for too is that I have been able to, from attending the conference, is develop a network of people who have a similar mindset. So they often, you've probably heard this, of, like, you know, creating your own, having a seat at the table where you're not the only one or you're not the person that's beyond successful. You're not the only one doing it. You share the table with other like-minded people. And if you don't have that in your life, you find it. You create your own table. And you come together with other people that have similar goals and similar values and just want to get it and grind and know that life is not what's the name? 24. Life is much more than your zip code or your bank statements or, you know, what you've been told, all the negative things you've been told. Life, there's just so much to get out here in this world. And I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about friendships and activities and things that are going to put you in line with your purpose, things that are going to give you skills, a new skill set, things that are going to give you an energy that is powerful, positive, inspiring, empowering, being empowered. So there's just so much more to this world that sometimes we don't see. And guess what? If they can do it, I can do it. And they're black and brown folks up there on that stage that came from nothing, that had to work their behinds off, that had to deal with so much generational curses and trauma and negativity and you name it. And they didn't. So what makes me different? Nothing. I could do it too. So excited to get home to my family, excited to grow my extended family with the connections I've made. And yeah, hope everyone has a blessed rest of their day. And